Hello, popping in with a little bonus episode today. We talked to Devanshi on episode 25, who had some celebrations in New Zealand and also a multi event Indian wedding in India. And we actually did that recording before all her Indian wedding celebrations. So I wanted to have a little check in with her afterwards about how everything went and any advice she had post wedding. She has since moved to America after her wedding and was kind enough to jump on a call with me to have a little update chat. So, if you haven't listened to her full episode, I would recommend you do that before listening to this one. Just jump back to episode 25 and you can go on our Instagram at the Kiwi Wedding Podcast to see some of her photos from those events as well. Enjoy this extra little bonus episode, and we'll be back in your ears with a brand new episode on Tuesday. So thanks so much for jumping back on. Nice to get a little update since we chatted before all your main wedding celebrations. And yeah, if you could just give us a bit of an update how everything went, and yeah, any highlights or favorite moments from all the celebrations.
Yeah, definitely. No, thanks for having me again. It's nice to come back and talk about the wedding after the wedding's actually happened. Yeah, it went really well. It was just so nice. Like a big highlight for me was just seeing all of my family and friends like come together from all over the world. Like we had friends from America that flew, family from America as well, and then all my New Zealand friends came for it, which was really nice. And then obviously my family in India, it was just like such a nice celebration to get everyone together. But no, everything went really well. It was pretty busy. Like I realized from the first event to the last event, it went over 10 days. So it was a lot going on. But I think it helped just being organized and knowing what we were going to wear, to like knowing the timelines and like having that all pre-planned really helped. But yeah, the highlight for me was just seeing all of our friends and family together, and then also meeting my husband's side of the family as well. So like, yeah, that was just the best part.
Would have been so many amazing moments. Hard to pick one, but that's definitely the best thing, having everyone together. And yeah, that probably will never happen again, all those same people all together. So cool.
Definitely. It was the first time, it was my dad's birthday, and he has a twin brother, and he also has a sister, and we realized all three of them have never been together in over 20 years. 20 to like 30 years to celebrate together. So that was really special as well.
So cool. And is there anything you look back on and regret or would do a bit differently?
I think it's just I think the main thing is just the communication, making sure everyone's on the same page. Like if you're a detailed oriented person, I think going down to the little details is really important. So you're not disappointed on the actual day. Like there was a few little things where I was like, oh, I wish it was done this way, or I wish it was done that, or I wish I had given more communication. Like I know it's like it's annoying and there's a lot to plan, but if you are very particular about certain things, then I think just the communication with all of your vendors about timings and the products and stuff exactly going down to the T will probably be the biggest one. Um, One thing that I found really helpful was having few like family members or friends or bridesmaids or whoever that you just know that will help you. Like you'll be able to call them and they'll just come and like help you with whatever you need. Like for me, like two of my aunties, they were amazing. Like one of the nights they like just came to my room and helped me pack all of my outfits and everything, and just like tidy the room up, because when you're, when girls are getting ready, everything is just everywhere. So just a little things like that just make a huge difference.
Yeah, so good. And you've already given so much amazing advice. But yeah, looking back after the wedding, do you have any other advice for people, particularly planning Indian weddings or just a wedding from overseas?
Yeah, Indian weddings like are stressful. There's so much going on, so many events. I think it's just knowing what events are really important to you. And then when you're at the event, just forgetting about everything and enjoying it and just being in that moment, like not forgetting to eat or not forgetting to like have water, just little things like that. Hopefully you have some friends and family around you who will also be able to like feed you and get food for you if you're busy with things. One of the best things that happened to us since we had our wedding in India, we had shadows. So I had my own shadow, my husband had his own shadow. So when I was getting ready, I was maybe like, I only had 20 minutes left. My shadow would tell his shadow, she's only got 20 minutes. So then he will start getting ready and then we'd be able to meet up for photos. So then it's not me on my phone texting him. So it was just nice to have those people there. They don't, they could be your best man, your bridesmaids. It just totally depends on who they are to you. But for us, we had two different people that weren't family or friends actually. And it actually just made a huge difference. I didn't think I'd use my shadow as much as I did. And even just for someone to like order you food or like get you a coffee, like just something really small like that, but it just made a huge difference. And then someone planning a wedding from overseas, it's hard. There are a lot of challenges when you do that, and I think it's just setting time aside so that you don't get overwhelmed with all the planning, like choosing a day of the week and spending, 2 hours together or how many hours you need. And then also just the communication part again, making sure everyone's on the same page, making sure you know what you want, making sure your vendors know exactly what's happening. And if you do have a wedding planner, making sure that they're on top of everything as well, and making sure that they know the timings, because they also have other weddings they probably are doing as well. So just making sure that you're there as well.
Yeah, that's great advice. So cool. A good idea for anyone's wedding, having the shadow person that's like
Yeah.
almost like your own personal assistant. And yeah, it's sometimes you don't want a bridesmaid or a family member to be doing all those little jobs necessarily, but having someone kind of focused on you, that's really cool idea. How was your honeymoon? And you went away to Europe. How did that all go? And what is life like now? You've moved countries as well as all of this, so some big changes in the mix. But yeah, if you can let us know how that went, and do you feel like you had any post wedding blues?
Yeah, definitely. Post-wedding blues definitely hit, especially when it like for the whole year you're planning your wedding and then it's like all over. It goes by very fast. It definitely hit like I think the day after we went back and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, like where's the people? Where's like the motion, the loudness? Like it just hit him like, oh my gosh, it's like over now. It definitely hits you. Well, it definitely hit me. And then the honeymoon was amazing. It was just nice to get away, spend time, just me and him, because we'd never done that together. Um, so it was just, yeah, really lovely. We had 2 weeks in Greece and we did Athens, Santorini, Crete, and Rhodes. So it was like the perfect mix of like chill, but also things to do. So then we didn't get too bored because we're not people who can just sit at home and do nothing. So it was nice. There was always something to go explore. So yeah, that was just really nice just to get away. And then yeah, life is a lot different now. I currently live in America, so that was a big change. And then just yeah, setting yourself up again, especially when you're older as well, it's a bit harder. Just like little things, like even just getting a driver's license, or just even knowing like what groceries to buy, like what brand of groceries to buy. Because here there's just so many options. The other day I got stuck in the sauce aisle, like it was just like a whole aisle of like just different sauces. Like they had soy sauce for sushi, they had soy sauce for dumplings, like there's different types of soy sauces. So like it was just little things like that. But it's exciting just to try new things as well, right? But no, it's good. It's winter at the moment. So I saw snow for the first time. And it is very cold, but very beautiful when you watch from inside your house.
Oh, so exciting. Just like a whole new life and lots of things to figure out and learn. But yeah, super exciting as well. So good to catch up with you. Is there anything else you wanted to add, just looking back on the wedding and yeah, that whole process leading up to it?
Yeah, I think if something goes wrong, which it definitely does, like one of my biggest things was we actually forgot my wedding jewelry back at home. And it was on the wedding day. There was already so much going on. There's so much stress, and then you have something like this go down. So I think you definitely need to know like, is it worth like picking that battle? Is it worth fighting that on the day, or like can you let it go? Like I would say, you just have to let as many things you just have to let a lot of things go on the day if things go wrong, or something doesn't go according to time or schedule, and then just, yeah, decide what is important to you again on the day and things like that. But no, I think you just have to enjoy your Indian wedding. Like, it's hopefully it's what you want it to be, and then you'll be able to enjoy it. I think that's just the main thing. I think you'll regret if you don't enjoy it, obviously.
Yeah, amazing to chat to you again. I'm glad that we got to check in and make this happen. We've already had a lot of cool feedback from your episode and people loving it. So I'm sure they will love this bonus little update as well. So thank you so much.
No, thank you so much for having me. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed, and I'm always out there if anyone needs to talk about Indian weddings. I know how overwhelming that can be. So, yeah, always here to chat.